Today we are going to discuss about Human Genome Project. Human Genome Project. Human Genome Project. Human Genome Project. So Human Genome Project short form HGP. This is short form. So first basics. Basic. What about the Human Genome Project? Human genome. What is genome? What is genome? Genome means haploid content of DNA. Haploid chromosomes present in human beings. Haploid content of DNA. Haploid content of DNA in human is called a human genome. So generally, a haploid content of DNA or human genome consists of how many chromosomes? Human genome haploid content na, so 23 chromosomes are present. Generally, human being having 46 chromosomes, but human genome consists of 23 chromosomes only. So, human genome consists of 23 chromosomes are present. 23 chromosomes. This is very important basic information. Then, to study about the each and everything in chromosomes, Human Genome Project has been taken. So, Human Genome Project is a mega project. Mega project. Sir, why sir it is called mega project? It having so many sequences, so many chromosomes, so many genes are there. Each and everything is studied by this project. It cost also very high. That's why it is called mega project. Human Genome Project started in the year 1990. They make a goal to be completed in 13 years. To be completed in 13 years. So means to be completed in 13 years means that the end of the date is 2003, excluding of chromosome 1. Excluding chromosome 1. Excluding of chromosome 1. So their Human Genome Project is started in 1990 to be completed within 13 years. Then 13 years means they made a goal to be completed by end of 2003, excluding chromosome 1. But actually completed in 2006 May. 2006 May it is completed, including chromosome 1. 2006 completed, including chromosome 1. Because chromosome 1 is a little bit high. Big. And not only that, Human Genome Project is coordinated by Human Genome Project is started by or coordinated by US Department of Energy. US Department of Energy and US Department of Energy and National Institute of Health. National Institute of Health. Institute of Health. These two organizations coordinated the Human Genome Project. Important basic thing. Human genome, haploid content of chromosome DNA is a human genome. A human genome consists of 23 chromosomes. It's a big mega project. Big one means mega project. Kaiku mega project means it having so much information. It takes too much time. So to study, that's why mega project. So they actually started in 1990 and they made a goal to be completed within 13 years. But excluding chromosome 1. So the goal to be completed by end of 2003, but actually completed in 2006 May, including chromosome 1. 2006 chromosome 1. Then see, Human Genome Project started by US Department of Energy and the National Institute of Health. This organization was started. Now, goals of the Human Genome Project. What are goals? What goals? Important. Human Genome Project, mainly Human Genome Project HGP. It is nothing but study about approximately all genes. 20,000 to 25,000 genes. 20 to 25,000 genes. They are going to make a goal to study about these genes. Then estimated base pairs. Estimated base pairs are 3 into 10 to the power of 9 base pairs. Estimated base pairs. 3 into 9. 3 into 10 to the power of 9 estimated base pairs to analyze. Then each base cost of the base pair. Cost $3 base pair. Then totally $9 billion. $9 billion are required for this project. Then the committee was set up. That is the LC committee. LC, ethical legal issues, ethical legal social issues for discussing for whatever that. The committee was set up by Human Genome Project. That name is a LC committee. Then improve tools for data analysis. Improve the tools for data analysis. That is also one more important goal. Then improve the new softwares. Bioinformatics. So bioinformatics is nothing but new branch of biology, which involves new softwares to study the human genomes. Bioinformatics. These are the all important things. Human Genome Project. It is main goals are approximately to study all genes. That is 20,000 to 25,000. Estimated base pairs are 3 into 10 to the power of 9. Then cost of the base pair is $3. Then total $9 billion are required. The committee was set up by Human Genome Project to study, to discuss the ethical issues, legal issues, social issues. Then LC committee, improve the tools for data analysis. Then new branch bioinformatics, new branch of biology stores in a genetic to study the genetic information. New branch of biology which having new softwares to study the human genomes. Then store the genetic information. In different softwares. This is nothing but things are required of Human Genome Project. Next, methodology. What is the methodology of Human Genome Project? Methodology of Human Genome Project. So here two approaches are taken. Mainly two approaches are followed for to study the Human Genome Project. First approach, only coding sequences in RNA. That is represented as EST, not GST. Expressed sequence tags. Only coding sequences they are taken. First, that is referred as EST, expressed sequence tags. Second approach, entire DNA. Entire DNA means it having both coding and non-coding sequences. Both are there. Coding, non-coding, both are present. Entire DNA. So this entire DNA or entire RNA, coding and non-coding sequences are present in mature RNA. That you know that very well. Coding and non-coding sequences total need to be studied. Then this is the two approaches. This is referred as sequence annotations or sequence analysis. Sequence annotations. So finally, second approach is followed. Entire DNA they are taken. Entire DNA or entire RNA taken. DNA to mRNA. Entire DNA taken. Sequence annotations. Coding to non-coding need to be studied. So they chance to ask which of the following concept taken for study of the Human Genome Project? EST, sequence annotations, both A and B. D, no one. Answer is sequence annotations. So sequences, how they are getting the sequences are here. Sequences are got by the genetic engineering process. Sequences are cloning of the sequences. Sequences are extracted from the technology, genetic engineering or recombinant DNA technology or rDNA technology. How's our recombinant DNA technology or rDNA technology? For example, this is a cell. You know, this is a nucleus. Nucleus having genetic material, chromatin having a DNA. The DNA, isolation of the DNA. After the isolation, it's a cutting the DNA into fragments like this, by restriction endonuclease engine, which is called a molecular scissors. This is comes in biotechnology also, molecular scissors. DNA cut into fragments by restriction endonuclease enzyme, which is called molecular scissors. Then for cloning of this DNA sequence, then vector required. Vector nothing but plasmid. Plasmid. So plasmid is present in bacteria, extra chromosomal circular DNA. This is a plasmid. So plasmid also cuts by restriction endonuclease enzyme. Then desired DNA fragments are inserted into the plasmid, then form rDNA, recombinant DNA. So then recombinant DNA, to get the multiplication of copies or number of copies or number of sequences, host also required. Host organism. That host is a bacteria. So when the recombinant DNA enters into, when transfers into the host organism, they produce a number of sequences. So that sequences, to get the number of sequences, the technology which is used, genetic engineering or recombinant DNA technology or rDNA technology. So here, host, what type of host or organism to get the sequences? Hosts are two types of host. One is a bacteria and another one is a yeast. Yeast, bacteria for prokaryotes, yeast for eukaryotic organism. Bacteria, vectors, what type of vectors are used? So BAC vector, bacterial artificial chromosome, YAC yeast artificial chromosome. These two are artificial vectors. If cloning of the sequences in prokaryotes, they are using bacteria and BAC. If it is in eukaryotic organism, they are using yeast and YAC. Finally, human genome study, so they are taking yeast organism. So yeast is eukaryotic. So because of in eukaryotic organism, mRNA is formed. That mRNA, before that primary transcriptor splicing process, something is there. So that's why they are taken eukaryotic organism. So eukaryotic organism cloning for this yeast and YAC vector was taken. This is nothing but hosts and vectors are used to get the sequences. Next, then sequencing of these cloning sequences. Sequencing of the sequencing done by the different scientists. Then one of the important scientists was sequencing done, that is the Sanger's method. So Sanger scientist, then sequencing done by the method, Sanger scientist, Sanger's method was taken. Now sequences we have, then this sequence analyzing, then it gives the original features of human genome. Okay, this is a methodology. How many approaches? 2 approaches. First one, only coding sequences in RNA, that is referred as EST, expressed sequence tags. Then entire DNA or RNA, sequence annotations, coding, non-coding. For getting the sequences, they are using what science? Genetic engineering or recombinant DNA technology. In this, what type of host organisms are used? Bacteria, yeast, bacteria prokaryote, yeast eukaryote. Then what type of vectors? 2, like BAC and BAC. 2 types of vectors are used. Then method is done by for sequencing, Sanger's method. This is the important one. Next, features of salient features of Human Genome Project. Salient features of Human Genome Project. Salient features of Human Genome Project, HGP. Salient features of Human Genome Project, HGP. So what are the salient features? Means original things. So human genome consists of 3,164.7 million bases are present. Million bases. Human genome consists of 3,164.7 million bases are present. Then bases. Estimation 3 into 10 to the power 9 bases. This is original. Then how many genes are present here? Approximately 30,000 genes are present in humans. 30,000 genes. So each gene have averagely consists of each gene having 3,000 bases. Averagely 3,000 bases are present. However, 3,000 bases are present in each gene. 30,000 genes. However, each gene averagely 3,000 bases. Then size of the gene is totally varies. One to another is different. So largest gene is Dystrophin, human dystrophin. I told already, largest gene human dystrophin present on X chromosome. X chromosome. So dystrophin, largest gene is a dystrophin. It consists of 2.4 million bases. 2.4 million bases are present. Largest gene of human gene is a dystrophin. Dystrophin. And one more important here. 99% genetic information same. 99% genetic information same same in all cells or all individual. 0.1% only variation. 0.1% only variation. Variation is present. This is also one important. Then most genes. Which chromosome having most? Chromosome 1. Chromosome 1 have most genes. More genes are present on chromosome 1. That is 2968 genes. Least genes, least chromosome. Chromosome Y having 231 genes only present. So more, very important one, the genes, which are the following chromosome having more genes? Chromosome 1, 2968 genes. Then least genes present in which chromosome? Y gene. The gene having 231 genes only present in Y chromosome. Important one, largest gene, dystrophin, having 2.4 million bases. Then chromosome, largest chromosome, chromosome 1, 2968 genes are present. Least genes present in Y chromosome, 231 genes are present. Then 50% genes functions are known. Whatever the discovered genes, 50% genes function unknown, because some non-coding sequences also there. Then repeated sequences are giving large protein. Repeated sequences are giving large protein. And one more important, 1.4 million bases. 1.4 millions SNPs are present. SNPs means single nucleotide polymorphism. Single nucleotide polymorphism means how? For example, here I will show that adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. Here adenine only changes. Next thymine, next guanine. Remaining same. That is nothing but polymorphism. Single nucleotide polymorphism. So how many single nucleotide or how many SNPs present? 1.4 million SNPs are present. This is salient features of Human Genome Project. So human genome consists of 3164.7 million bases. Then approximately 30,000 genes are present. So averagely each gene consists of 3,000 bases. However, the size of the gene is totally different. So largest gene is a human dystrophin present on X chromosome, having 2.4 million bases are present. Then 99% of genetic information in all cells are same. 0.1% only is a different, that is a variation. Then chromosome 1 having maximum genes, that is 2968 genes. Chromosome Y having least number genes, that is 231 genes are present. 50% genes or functions are unknown. Then repeated sequences are giving large number of big protein. 1.4 million SNPs single nucleotide polymorphisms structures are present in Human Genome Project. This is a salient feature, very important 5-mark question also. Salient features of a Human Genome Project. Then non-human genome sequences. Non-human genome sequences are also taken. What are that? Non-human genome sequences. Even 2-mark question also. Sometime we chance to ask non-human genome sequences. Briefly write about non-human genome sequences. Bacteria. Bacteria nothing but prokaryote. Yeast organism. You know yeast? Unicellular eukaryote yeast. Bacteria, yeast. Chenoiditis elegans. Chenoiditis elegans. A free living nematode. Free living nematode, not causing any disease. Free living nematode. Chenoiditis elegans. And Drosophila melanogaster. Drosophila melanogaster means fruit fly. Plants. What plants? Plants are rice, Arabidopsis. Rice, Arabidopsis. Arabidopsis. Arabidopsis means belongs to cabbage. So these are the main sequences or using non-human genome sequences in Human Genome Project. Bacteria. Which are the following prokaryotic non-human genome sequence used? Bacteria. Yeast, unicellular eukaryote. Chenoratis elegans, a free living nematode. Drosophila melanogaster, fruit fly. Plants, rice and Arabidopsis. These are used. These are non-human genome sequences. Now, applications of Human Genome Project. Applications. What are applications of Human Genome Project? So, Human Genome Project is mainly helpful for the diagnose the disease. Diagnose the disease. Genetic disorders. Diagnose the disease and treat the diseases. Diagnose the disease and treat the disease. Treat the genetic disorders by recombinant DNA technology. One important function. So, diagnose the disease, identify the disease, genetic disorders, and treat the genetic disorders by recombinant DNA technology. Not only that, then non-human genome sequences are used in agriculture. Then energy production also. Energy production. Not only that, then Human Genome Project sequences are used for studying the genetic evolution. Different applications are there. So identify the disorders, diagnose the disorders, and treat the disorders by recombinant DNA technology. Then genetic evolution, study the genetic evolution, study the genomes. Then non-human genome sequences are used in agriculture, energy production. Different applications are there in a Human Genome Project. Questions very important. Human Genome Project started in which year? 1990. Actually completed in which year? 2006 May. Including chromosome 1. Largest maximum genes present in which chromosome? Chromosome 1, 2968. Least chromosome Y, 231. Largest gene, dystrophin. Very important. Committee for which committee was set up for these issues? LC committee. Then coordinated by Human Genome Project is coordinated by US Department of Health and National Institute of US Department of Energy and National Institute of Health. These are coordinated. Two methods are EST, sequence annotations. What method had been done for sequencing? Sanger's method. What science is used for getting the cloning sequences? Genetic engineering. New branch of biology which is used for study of the human genome. Bioinformatics. Bioinformatics nothing but it's a computer information technology with the biology. This is important one of Human Genome Project. If you have any doubts, you chance to ask.